Hey, good morning everybody. I'm Trip. In this episode, I'm working on the rally car on my 02 WRX wagon. It's my primary rallycross car. I do daily every once in a while. But past two events, I believe, transmission has started making some pretty god-awful noises. A lot of grinding noises and starting to roar really loud on the highway. So, should probably do something about that. Get ready for next season. What do you think about that? Okay, the plan is I have a other trans which was in the ute, which was in an accident. So I'm not 100% positive of the condition anymore, since the whole engine and training in that car was pushed back like, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches. So the shift linkage was all mingled up, the drive shaft was all messed up. So I'm hoping this transmission is still good. Worst case, I can always swap out the center diffs, because I'm pretty sure it's the center diff that's bad in this one, that's making loud noises. Hey, can you go put the car in the garage for me? Just ignore me. I'm gonna do some driving around and see if you can hear it. The car's kind of loud, so I don't know if you're able to hear it or not. I had to play some musical calls. I didn't manage to get 3 calls in these 2 bays. Left the spot open for Ashley's GTI. And the Subies in the garage. Now let's get to work. Let's get dirty. I need you out. Now this probably won't be like a step-by-step tutorial or anything, but I will show a lot of the basics of how to remove a transmission out of a bugeye WRX. It's not too bad. I've done it quite a few times, unfortunately, so I've had plenty of practice. Okay, I got most of the stuff on top of the tranny removed, like the intercooler. Got most of the downpipe disconnected, turbo shield, some random wires, hoses, ground, starters out. Next is the fork, the clutch fork, which is probably one of the things that a lot of people who haven't done on these trans miss. Is there's a shaft that goes through this bell housing into the clutch fork, but you can't see it now. It's kind of dark. But you gotta take this little cover off, little plug. Take this bad boy out. This is a tin. After you get the little plug out, then you find a kind of long bolt, a small bolt, which if you have the factory alternator cover, I think the bolt normally goes here, will fit. I'm going to thread it into this little shaft that goes through the fork and just use it to pull it out. Get a better look at it. So you want to thread this bolt into the shaft on the end of it. You can use it as a handle to pull it out of the side of the transmission. Because if you don't do that, the tranny will not separate from the engine. So don't forget that. I always try to do as much stuff as possible on the top end. Disconnect everything, all the hoses, wires, and all that stuff. And transmission bolts before I jack the car up. Put it up on stands. That way I'm not leaning over the hood of the car and trying to dig in there while the car is jacked up. Now that everything's pretty much unbolted for the most part, disconnected. You can see the starter kind of laying off to the side right now. I can jack the car up and loosen my axle nuts. I probably want to do that before I jack it up. Okay, car jacked up, goes off. Now I can do the dirtier part, which is car underneath. Let's go. Okay, first thing I'm going to do underneath the car is take the drive shafts out. See, this is an old one laying around, so I can show you where the drive shaft hooks up to the actual transmission itself. See, it's spline. There's a little pin in though. It goes in that groove. You gotta hammer it out. So you need one of these little. You need a roll pin punch set. This is a 732. Pretty much just put it in the hole and hammer the pin out. Trust me, trying to do it with like a screwdriver or flat punch set doesn't work very well. Actually sucks, so I would recommend buying one of these, which I think you can buy them at Hubble Freight. I think that one's off Amazon. So draining the trans fluid, pull the plug out. He's a little nasty.
That's nasty.
Well, that's up. Had to take the wheel diff skid plate off. I don't think it's ever been off of this car. So it was really hard. Took a lot of PB blaster just to get the drive shaft out. I got it unbolted, got it dropped, got the transmission fluid drain. So now all I gotta do is pull it out the back of the transmission. Alright, transmission is loose after a lot of wiggling and more wiggling and getting up and down underneath the car 100 times. Transmission is disconnected from the engine. Now I gotta try and lower it without crushing me. Tearing up my carpet. Okay, as you can see, after a lot of work, the transmission is out. Kind of hard dragging that big thing underneath the car. What the fuck was that? I gotta swap a few things over, I believe. Like this central heel is busted on that one. Also, I was never able to get the driver's side axle out. It's kind of stuck in there. Even using my big sledge, beating on it, which I'm afraid I'm going to hit one of my studs, which is driver's side after axle, whatever. It's pretty messed up. So it definitely needs to come out.
Wow, that's messed up.
You can see where its boots busted and slinging oil, not oil, but grease all in place. But luckily I do have a spare, a big chunky boy. And worst case, I just have to take this whole thing apart, take it off the car, whole spindle. That way I can get a better hit on it. Okay, working on swapping things over on the trans. And I busted the speed central. Trying to get it off. Because all it is, it's like a soft plastic. So, yeah. So it pretty much cracked. As soon as I tried to get that one off. This one's already busted. So that's something I'm going to have to order. So that's going to push this project back a little bit. I also had to swap over the lower engine mount. Because the other one was kind of non-existent. And doing that, I snapped the bolt off. Luckily, it was on the bad trans. New trans still good. And I beat the axle some more with a sledge, and still won't come out. Yay! Yeah, I have the suspension in a million pieces. Garage is a mess. Have the spindle off.
We sort of created this whole for 6 years. It's been brilliant, but there's always been that
Denied.
And I still can't get that damn thing out. It is stuck. That thing has become one. I guess this is what happens when you work on almost 20-year-old cars. You know, things don't want to play nice. So I'm probably going to have to find a whole new spindle. Yay. Well, since I'm at a stopping point on the Subi, I'm going to go on a field trip, go pick up some parts. Hey, so I made it to Shahid's parts. He pretty much buys and scraps Subarus and parts them out. So it's pretty much a Subaru graveyard. Almost all Subarus. And my car, my old Ute, is around here somewhere. So I'm kind of walking around, see if I can find it. We'll see if there's anything else I might need. So, if you're kind of in the Huntsville area, which is where I'm at right now, and you need Subaru parts, this is the best place to come find them. So sad. I think I found my car. The old Ute hiding in the corner over here. Sure, she's seen better days. This looks exactly how I left her.
Is that not the saddest thing you've seen? Hiya!
But this is what I came here for. Got my knuckle. Using it had a shield on it, which mine doesn't have the brake shoe anymore. You might need a turbo. Lots of turbos. Lots of TD04s. Some engines, cars, sports. Bah. Okay, I got my knuckle. I got my transmission speed sensor. So now I get to make the hour and 45-minute drive back home. Okay, it's been a few days, but I have the central for transmission, speed central, and a new hub. So since I have those items, I can go ahead and start putting the tranny back in. But I am waiting on a lower ball joint for the hub. This doesn't have one, and that one's kind of old and busted. And also have to put these in there. So let's work on getting this big heavy thing in there. So what I like to do on these is went ahead and I took the throwout bearing off the clutch, because normally these will stay on the clutch itself, doesn't come out with the tranny. Put it on the tranny shaft. I go ahead and put my fork in, go ahead and put my little pin, fork pin in, go ahead and grease that shaft up. My axle shafts are greased up, just a light coating, and that's already in. Now put the tranny in, and once the tranny's in, you push on the fork all the way back, and it should engage this into the clutch and should stay. Okay, this is definitely the pain in the ass part, but if you take your time and play it smart, you can do it by yourself. I just propped the transmission on 2 pieces of wood, put the jack under it, and just slowly started jacking up. Keeping one hand on the transmission, other one on the jack handle, and slowly went up to it until I was able to put just the tip in. Let's really do something about that bumper. She does not look happy. Which I bought the car, it was already like this. So it's not something I did, which wouldn't surprise me if I did, considering I'm pretty rough on this car. But I should do something with that bottom bumper. Either replace it or put a lip on it, a little rally lip. Might cover it up, make it look a little better. Okay, as you can see, the transmission has made it to the engine. Got a few bolts started. Okay, the car's mostly together. Drive shaft's in, all hooked back up. Most of this stuff's back in. Exhaust is in. I have not done the front axles yet, because it's still out. First, I'm going to do oil, put some gear oil in it, and I'll probably run it through the gears and cycle it through, make sure everything is working before I finish it. So temporarily, I'm going to put this in now, just because honestly, I'm still not 100% positive on the condition of the transmission. It has sat around for a while. It wasn't an accident. So I'm going to put this in it, let it lubricate things, see how the transmission works. Then I'm going to swap the fluid out again with some better stuff. You thirsty? Drink up. Drink. Oh yeah, just take it. Okay, oil's in. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to start the car and make sure everything goes in the gears. See if the transmission shifting okay. It's probably going to run like ass because the intercooler isn't on. Hope he even starts. little smoky in here, but yeah, as you can see, it kind of bogged down because there's a big intercooler missing, so it's not getting the proper air into the engine right now. But felt like the transmission went in the gear, it moved, so I wasn't able to go through all the gears without the car dying. But still a good sign. So now I can start putting some of this other stuff back on. I'm still waiting on parts for that. But I guess I can go ahead and put the other axle in. Okay, the car's back together for the most part, but since I'm waiting for parts, all I'm waiting for is this little ball joint, then all of this mess can go back together. Other than that, everything's together. But since I'm waiting on a part, I guess I'll do something about this front bumper. Try to make it a little bit better. Do something with it. Or I'm just going to do some gardening.
Several days later.
Okay, my ball joint finally came in. Now I can throw it in. And I can put this back together. Then hopefully I can take a test drive. See how everything works. Oops, accidentally ran over my light. Still works though.
Oh, idiot.
I know this car is really loud and dirty. Probably wash it sometime. Reverse works. Okay, I'm back from my test drive. Everything went okay for the most part. Transmission drives pretty smooth. Went through all the gears. So all through 5 gears and reverse all worked pretty good. No grinding, no sloshing, no loud whirring like it was. That's good. But I never went very fast because I wasn't able to. Because after a certain miles per hour, I got a really bad vibration. And that new hub I just replaced needs a wheel bearing. So I gotta do that. But I didn't want to sit and wait for parts. I want to go ahead and end this video. So I'll do that some other time. That way. I will fix that some other time when the parts come in. I don't want you guys to have to sit and watch through that. Considering this was supposed to be a transmission video, not a hub, wheel, suspension video. It's all your fault. You did, didn't you? So I'll go ahead and order some parts for that, and I'll do it later. So you guys don't want to watch me do that. And I just, also while I was waiting for parts, I did the lip. Doesn't look half bad. Clean up that busted front bumper a little bit, which I will have a video for that out soon, if it's not out already. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. Well, I'd be lying a little bit. It's kind of a pain in the ass to transmission myself, but I did it for you guys, and hope to see you next time. Come back to watch some other videos. I'm sure I have something else to fix. There's this one. That one needs some parts, which I have some parts. There's new parts on the way for it. Let's see this thing. We don't have anything planned for it as of right now. That's March Daily. She's just been ricing it up with stickles. And I need to get rid of that thing. And the van, hopefully we can take it on some adventures. Go across country or something. But until then, see you later. Hey, you're still here? Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. But if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. It'd be pretty awesome. Or check me up on Instagram. I'm always posting a bunch of random shit there. Always doing crazy things. And need more videos to watch? Check out one of these. But until next time, peace out. Don't do anything I'll do.